I've heard a wild rumor, and it could be off base, but I have to throw it out there, that Iron Giant could be getting re-released in theaters later this year.
I would call it a smaller release. An idea, but there seems to be something to that.
Yeah, I believe, sir. I have sources in the industry, and I'm hearing. It was something I heard, and I was just. For me, I thought last year, with it being an anniversary, would have.
Yeah, I know. Listen, Warner Brothers and I have danced on and off for the last decade, and there was going to be a 5-year thing. There was talk about it being in 3D at one point. Then there was talk about reformatting it for IMAX or whatever. Discussions keep happening, but I think that something will happen fairly soon, and they know that people have a fondness for it. They don't know exactly how to deal with that beyond maybe a Blu-ray or something like that. And I keep saying, you did it for Wizard of Oz and you did it for Blade Runner. I think you actually can do it. And I think they're coming around to that kind of idea and trying to figure out what's the best way to support something like that. So
basically, if I can infer from what you're saying, the Blu-ray's coming out later this year, and maybe before the Blu-ray hits, a small release in select
I wouldn't
markets.
say later this year, because people will hold you to it.
Oh, okay.
These things take a little more time to... there are a few more things. They will happen in good time. Just say that things are looking up for Iron Giant.
Sure. I mean, I have a sister with kids, and I know I want them to go see it in a movie theater. So, So you think that this is... Because I've heard it is happening. But, right. I mean, you obviously know more than me.
Well, going back into the movie theater can mean a lot of things. It can mean a studio re-release. It can mean a smaller re-release like Wizard of Oz 3D. It can mean as small of a release as a Fathom event where they show it one night only. So that whole arena is changing and becoming a much more flexible arena. So when it becomes that flexible, it becomes less scary to a studio because they're not hemmed into, one super expensive, risky thing. They can try it a number of different ways. I think the main thing Warner Brothers has to hear is that there's an audience for it. When people went back and saw Lion King because it was in 3D, did they put it in 3D?
They did the 3D re-release.
Yeah, well, I think the 3D was just a thing to throw them the bone. I think actually a lot of people just wanted to see it in a theater again and be around other people while they saw it. And, that's part of the attraction of movies is not just a big screen, but it's being with strangers and sharing a dream at the same moment. And so, anything that kind of bolsters the confidence in the theatrical experience, I think, is good. And I would love to see Iron Giant get back into the theaters, even only for a week.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's maybe what happens. But maybe that's just me. I'm a little optimistic.
Don't get me into trouble, though.
I will get you in trouble because I want it to happen. Thank you so much for your